Shut up, Joe Biden.
This is blasphemy.
Dude, you're Joe Biden, dude.
Dude, I'm far from it, bro. Fuck
You're
that.
Alright,
very
what's up,
close.
boys? HadsChat 22 with Gaden, Sam, and Matthew. They're
yo.
already
Yo, 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 yo,
arguing
yo.
over Joe Biden. You can tell it's a Gaden podcast already. Alright, keep
We're back
arguing now.
into
Now
it.
you guys can argue again. Who cares?
No, I don't want to talk about it on the podcast. We gotta go to something else.
There's nothing to talk about. Gaten just has it stuck in his head that, like, I love Joe Biden just because I voted for him 4 years ago. But that's far from the truth. But
No, it's just fun to bring up. That's all it is. It's fun to just shove that in your face anytime.
Gaden's newest theory is that Joe Biden has been replaced by another lookalike of Joe Biden.
No, that's not my theory. That's the internet. But I did stumble across on Instagram just a picture of him in 2016 and a picture of him in 2019. He just happens to look a lot different. I don't know what happened, but maybe he got lip surgery. You know, maybe he got some
Britney
cheek implants.
Spears.
Maybe
Huh?
he just aged.
Britney
yeah, it's
Spears.
probably just the aging thing. I'm not one to buy into the whole people are masked and like they.
I've
die,
also
they're, like,
seen his
hiding.
ears are completely different.
Maybe
That
he's-
is also something that
Wait,
is
they were lobed
super.
and now they're not lobed or something like that.
Yes, his ears connect, and years ago they did not connect to his. Like, he used to have earlobes that were like dangle, and now his ears just connect to his head with no earlobe. That doesn't happen with age.
Yeah, I think we also got to keep in mind that we live in an age of doctored images. AI is a new thing we're gonna have to worry about. Like, none of us have ever met Joe Biden or saw him pre-presidency and now, so like it's hard to really sit
Okay.
back and say that with 100% certainty. And I would say the same thing if it was Donald Trump we were talking about too.
Yeah,
Whoa,
but now
whoa,
that just
hold
means
on.
that we can't trust any single picture on the internet. What are you talking about?
No, but I'm saying let's not just
That's basically what your argument is.
100% believe this with full like
It's
certainty.
videos. It's not. No, it's not. It's videos of him talking like.
Videos can be doctored too, Gaten.
Well, but
Devil's
what about-
advocate.
okay,
There's no
hold on, hold
political
on.
agenda here for me. This
So that's
is
like saying
devil's
no.
advocate.
That's like saying that like. Okay, well
Let
that
me
means we
take
just
Sam
can't
up.
plan. We can't say the Earth is round because every single image photo we have saying the Earth is round is could be altered to some degree. So now
yeah, but there's
the Earth can be
difference. 'Cause
flat.
There's a science behind it all, and like we can prove like
There's
our
a science behind Joe
rotation.
Biden.
Oh my god.
Also, the
I'm
Earth
just
round
saying.
pictures
Behind Joe
go
Biden
back.
back in the. Huh?
There's been pictures that the Earth is round like forever, or like
There's pictures
there's
of
been
Joe
ad-
Biden for the
Pictures
last
of the
60
Earth
years,
being
homie.
flat.
There's pictures of Joe Biden
Wait,
for the last
yeah,
60
you weren't
years.
arguing the last 60 years. You were arguing 2016 to 2019.
Yeah.
No,
which
I'm,
is
I know.
like-
I'm arguing his past life up until all of a sudden now he has
Yeah,
connected earlobes.
but I'm saying now
Or he
in
has
the
no
current
earlobe.
state of the internet we live in, we like the people have the ability to doctor images easier and quicker than ever before. Way back in the 60s, the internet didn't even exist, and we had images of the Earth. So explain that.
Because
There's
it was
like,
fake.
oh my god.
The
I mean,
images
listen,
could be
dude,
doctored. What do you mean?
you
You don't
guys-
think they
you
could
guys
edit
can-
images back in the day?
You guys can joke about it all you want, but it's just the devil's advocate. There's no political agenda here at all. If we were
Yeah,
talking
I know,
about
I'm
Trump,
just
I would
trolling.
say the same thing.
Yeah, no,
No,
I'm
I'm just saying the same thing
Oh yeah,
about other
you might be
things.
trolling Matthew, but Gaden certainly isn't.
No, I'm just pointing out things that I see on the internet and just talking about it objectively. That's all I'm doing. But I don't think your argument holds up. Is all I was pointing out. I don't think that is a valid argument to say that it can be.
It's
when,
not
like,
really it's not really an argument though that I'm making. I'm just saying that let's keep an open mind and realize that it's not 100% fact and certainty that like these things you're seeing are just the truth and there's nothing else to even like consider. That's all I'm saying. It's not an argument. It's just like a thought process.
Maybe
Yeah.
he just like started vaping and it morphed his face because he's older. Maybe that's a side effect of vaping
That happened to you?
that we don't know. No, I did
They
worry
got a
though.
chubby face.
I did worry though that I'd be like the last remaining remnant of my friends because like 90% of my friends vaped in high school, and I was like, what if the long-term effects they die when they're like 35, and then I'm just the last survivor, dude.
It's still
we could all
possible.
die tomorrow.
What's obviously?
Not all of us.
I'm
Not all
saying
of
I'm
us.
saying because of vaping though. Like, what if that happened?
That'd be stinky doo doo for us, obviously, but you know what I mean?
I would technically live the longest.
Eh,
And why do you say that, Gaden?
Because I've never even touched a vape. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
living
but-
the
Yeah, but you
longest.
drink alcohol all
Okay.
the time, though.
This is another
I do
thing
drink
we
a lot of
talked
alcohol.
about. We talked about this the other day, me and Cam, and we talked about it with people that have some knowledge on the topic. They're nurses, and it wasn't just Haas. And they said
Goodness.
that like it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, you could smoke whatever, but at the end of the day, like you can still like get lung cancer or sarcoma or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Like you're predisposed to that. Like yeah, vaping or smoking cigarettes or anything of the sort definitely increases your odds of getting some sort of illness like that. But at the end of the day, like your genetics are really what plays the biggest factor in whether or not you're gonna die of something like that or get lung cancer or whatever it is. So,
Oh, obviously, yeah. I
like
was talking
Cam
about-
could
I was
get
just
lung
making a
cancer
joke.
right now.
I was making a joke
and
because we were
never-
talking about vaping, and I'm saying I haven't vaped, so therefore I would statistically, if we're going by Cameron's thought of like, if you vape then you're gonna die, then I wouldn't die. That's what I was saying, not like going scientific. I
I
was just going off
guarantee
what
you,
Gabe
every
was saying.
person that has vaped is going to die. Guaranteed.
That is
That's a
You're
guaranteed.
lying.
and that's a
I
sign
don't
that
believe it.
you should not vape.
That's guaranteed, homie.
The other,
That's certified.
the other depressive thought I was thinking about on the golf course was how, like, I come home and grind League every day, and there's like one friend that's on the game. And what if when I'm like 25, I still like playing League, but everyone else is like big boy brain and they don't like playing League? What should I do then? Kill
You should
myself?
You should pull a Dantes and just put in 16 hours a day and then become famous for it.
That would never happen to Cameron.
So that happens. I should just go full solo stream. That's pretty much what I
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
You should sell your soul to the game.
When you
That's what he
say big boy brain, are you saying like don't play video
Wise
games,
up and
stuff
saying
like that?
League is fucking horrible.
Oh,
Not just not just that, but
I meant like the fucking. I'm a grinder. I want to be
Become
free
mature,
in my
you mean?
40s.
Become a real man.
okay,
is
so
what
you're
he
saying
means.
like yeah, like video
When his
games are a
nuts
waste
drop.
of time, stuff like that, and then like they just don't ever hop on. So you're
No,
on
no,
your-
no. I'll never call video games a waste of time because.
No, I'm not
He's
saying
saying
you
other
will.
people
I'm
will
saying
say
other
that.
people. That's your worry is that
Oh,
everyone
Cam-
that you currently play with are gonna just quotation wise up and say I have enough. This enough's enough. I'm done playing video games.
Yeah, like,
I'm focused on,
maybe-
like, my life.
I would rather, instead of video games being my favorite hobby, I like sitting at home because I'm tired from my job, which makes sense.
Yeah,
But I hope it doesn't come to that.
I
Well,
hear
Cam, you have a League partner for life. So
In
You
Matthew,
gotta worry about
and
that.
I'm Matthew, the friend of the show. Wait, no, Cliff's the friend of the show right now.
you. Yeah,
no,
Cliff Lumen's
no,
friend of the show.
no. Did Cliff retweet the newest tweet? Oh, I guess we'll figure that out at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we will figure that out. Oh yeah, we have to.
Lexi will take Matthew away from. He's gonna be taken away from by Lexi, and you're
told her
never gonna
time
see it
and time
again.
and-
She's gonna
I've told her
demolish the
time
PC. It's
and
gonna be
time
Cameron all by
again.
himself.
I told her time and time
Wait.
again, video games are always going to be a part of my
Speaking
life.
of, Cliff said I should just, if it comes to that, and everyone else drops the hobby of video games, I should just take up vaping as my new hobby.
Yeah. Kill time
It's a
quicker.
wonderful idea.
It's not like it can be extra lazy to just sit in my bed and vape.
You could you could add more. You just dip while you're at it. You can dip.
You should
Vape.
dip, put in a Zen and vape all at the same time.
No, I hate the people who say shit like video games is a waste of time. That actually triggers me. Because
Yeah, you
then,
do
like,
get really.
what do
offended.
you like doing for fun? Oh, I like golfing. I golf 5 times a week. Okay, Colby, is that not a waste of time? I guess you can win money in tournaments if you get really good. But the same can be said for games. Like it's just
all
what,
relative,
It's just
dude.
what you
It's all
enjoy
personal
as a
preference.
fucking hobby. Entertainment is never a waste of time, in my opinion.
The only thing he can really say is like you're physically active. That's
But
the
that's
thing that
funny.
it has. That
Colby would say
doesn't-
that.
No,
Because
I'm
he
just-
was just. I know. But he was just playing PGA with Alex, literally yesterday.
I'm not saying he said that verbatim, but that is something Colby would probably say.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
oh, bro.
yeah, that's a very Colby thing.
No, that's Justin has. I'm pretty sure Justin has actually said that.
I'm sure he has, but at the end of the day, like it's literally all personal preference, dude. Like everyone finds value in their own things that they do in their free time, and people put a certain amount of weight on each thing. Cam just so happens to put a lot of that weight on video games. Colby puts it on golf. Like
Cameron might just be 35 and playing League still. That's fine. He can do that.
But it doesn't
Nothing
matter because
wrong
that's
with
what he
that.
finds joy in. Like, what do you work a job? You work a job and slave away so you can have free time and money to do the
yeah,
things you
no.
want.
That's
so.
why, dude. I've never understood that. People are like, I want to grind in my 20s to be free in my 40s. Like, what are they actually gonna do in their fucking like 40s? That I'd rather be free in my 20s. You know, I'd rather just have as much fun and like go snowboarding and do shit in my 20s rather than be financially free in my 40s to do what? Sit at home and watch TV.
Usually the reason
Travel
someone
in
says,
quotations mark. Like, okay, go travel to France and sit in a Airbnb and just see shit. Like, that's just not my fun for me.
I think
Yeah,
usually
but
the
it's like
idea
I
is
just
saying
said.
like go in your 20s is because when you grind in your 20s, that sets you up usually for the success of your life. Usually when you're 30, I mean, by the time most people are in mid to late 20s, they have kids. You have a family, you have your responsibilities. So when you're younger, you can put in more time into the things that will then make you more successful that you can enjoy and not have stress later on in your
that's
life, like
so boring.
with kids and such, and with like a wife. But if you're gonna be alone at 35 playing League of
Oh my
Legends,
God.
that's fine. I'm joking. It's just fun to do that. No,
God,
but
people are gonna fucking hate Gaiden soon. Anyone that isn't aligned with his views, bro. Even if it is a joke, they're gonna think you're so serious, bro.
no, I like doing this because I know it's like Cameron's he's like sort of referencing me because I'll be like I'm sitting at home because I'm tired from work, but Cameron will be like get on, and I'll be like no, I just want to lay in bed. But I don't call
Yeah.
games useless. I'm not calling games
I wasn't
useless. I
referencing
enjoy.
you. Your opinion doesn't
No, he's
matter
just-
that much to reference. I was saying like relevant people. Like they'll say like
Unreal.
they'll say
That was I was crazy. I can't believe you just did that.
Like-
You just tried to slide past that. That was wild.
no. I just don't get the grind set, bro. I've never have. But like you said, yeah, it's just personal preference, which is what
think-
all arguments come to.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, personal preference. But I think I understand the logic that Gaiden's going for here because when you are younger, you do have more energy to do a lot more things. So if you grind, you also still have enough energy typically to go work out or do the fun things you want to do when you're done after your job and such. So if you just grind those years out, then as you get older and you get more fatigued and tired all the time, like,
Lethargic.
yeah, you don't have to worry about putting all your energy just in that job.
Well, you also have less responsibilities. I mean,
Yeah.
Usually, the younger you are, that everything in life, if you're not like having a trash situation, you have less responsibilities. And then the older you get, the more responsibilities you have. So
That's why you.
I would think that's why you do it.
Your hobbies, and just get really good at your hobbies when you're young, and then maybe you can turn that into what you do when you're older. And then
That's the
very
Joe
happy
Rogan.
life.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
you
That's
want
the
a
Joe
voca-
Rogan, son.
You want a vocation, not a job.
Yeah, like
And
podcast says.
Yeah.
Look at Joey Rogan. Joey Rogan did that if you look at everything he does everything he likes every day. You can't do it. You just have to be smart.
Dude, have you
Yeah,
guys
like,
watched
Smoke weed
Bobby?
and do jujitsu.
Have you watched Bobby Altov's podcast? Any of you, the really good podcast?
I have.
I have not.
Have you heard of
Created
it?
after us.
Is that what it's called? The really good podcast?
It's called the Really Good Podcast. It's literally a podcast with a chick that's super monotone. She's pretty funny though, and she's sort of bad. I think she's bad.
No, that's the real reason.
No, but she has a podcast, and she's already got like Drake on, and she started after we did.
Oh, I just saw that like
Yeah.
30 minutes
they-
ago to an hour ago, and I was like, "Who is this?" And I saw
They sit
Drake,
in
and she has
bed,
4
too.
podcasts.
It's weird. They like lay in a bed
And she has a husband.
opposite of each other.
Episode 4, and she has Drake on. She's
Yeah,
past
isn't
his
that crazy?
place.
Was she famous before?
No.
She had 80
like-
followers apparently.
She wasn't on like TikTok or Twitter.
I don't
or
think
anything
so.
like that?
Her husband was an author,
Mm,
so he might have been like.
I don't, dude. Like, our authors make a lot of money if their books are successful, but like, you don't like unless you're like really big in the book scene. I feel like you don't know a lot of authors. Like, I could maybe name 3, and that's a big ass maybe.
Yeah, like J.K. Rowling or J.K.
J.K.
Simmons.
Rowling, Colleen Hoover, and Judy B. Jones.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
but no, her husband was an author, but I don't think she was famous at all. I don't know how she
Actu-
just blew up.
Actually, Gotham Chess. There you go.
I
He
think
wrote a
she
book.
blew up because she's very off meta. Her pod is so different from everything else.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah, but
constantly
she only has 4
arguing.
episodes.
She's just arguing. I swear she's just like bantering with the
Yeah.
guest she has on the whole time. Which is
So did she
good.
have a guest the very first episode?
Yeah, it's just her that hosted it. So
She didn't dick ride. She doesn't dick ride any of the celebrities either, and I feel like they like that because it brings them back to reality as like a normal person. I'd imagine.
that's the secret. I feel like if you're a dude doing it, it wouldn't work as well, though. You know.
It
Like-
would.
Oh yeah, no,
It
they'd be
would.
like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, like she's like going at Drake really like low key, but Drake's just like subtly flirting back with her, like flirting with her. But if you're a dude just going at Drake, Drake will just be like, "Fuck off, bouncers, get him out of here."
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is very funny.
She was like a small,
No.
cute girl.
Dude, the best soundbite from that pod was like, she said like, "What do you rate me?" or something along those lines, and he's like, "I'd do it," and she was like, "I'm not an it," and like flipped out on him, and
Yeah.
he like started apologizing and stuff. So I don't know, she's just very off meta. It's not like any other pod I've ever like listened to.
I just don't know how. Apparently, Drake's PR team reached out to her also. Like that's what they said on the pod.
Yeah, that's strange. It's got to be some sort of connections, bro. She's got to know somebody, for at least for that first person she got on, and then
She
his
could have like
PR
gotten to
team
a
probably
Hollywood
saw it.
party. You never know.
Yeah, I would imagine that Drake's PR team saw her other pods before that and just thought it was a good opportunity for Drake to like get interviewed in a less like, what songs you coming up
Less
with now,
professional
Drake?
matter.
Like, what are you doing in the scene now? It was more like just like him talking and like being a real person, and like every celebrity wants that because it's easy to connect to a celebrity that like seems like a human rather than like a superhero.
If we ever got to the point of being able to have guests, who would you want on?
Joe Rogan.
Dude, that's
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That'd be so hard.
Oh no, but I just mean like that. If we had the opportunity
get
to have
any
any guests, maybe him, Tom Holland.
Joe,
That's so weird,
Joe
dude.
Biden?
You're going for some weird. Yeah, Joe Biden would be huge, boys.
Dude, we're not even at the level to be able to have a guest like that because we don't even prepare
We'd
for
have to
these
pay
pods.
No,
at
true.
all.
Okay, you ready?
We don't even
This is
prepare like questions. on
two
these
perfect
pods.
podcast
We
guests.
just talk.
The 2 perfect podcast guests would be Cameron as host, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump. Dude, Cameron could have
just let them go at
a
each other.
full.
They would never agree to that.
Well, this isn't a perfect. This isn't a perfect world. I mean, I'm not going
Wait,
off of
didn't
what they
Donald
would
Trump
do.
get indicted? Isn't he in prison right now?
No, he's not in prison, but he did get indicted.
Dude, those are
And
so
got arrested.
boring though. I would want Joe Biden.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a. It wouldn't
Theo
be a
Von,
good
dude.
combo for Cam.
Theo
He
Vaughn would be
doesn't care about politics.
hilarious, dude. Oh my god, I love Theo Vaughn. That'd be so funny.
I don't know if Cameron would be funny enough though.
Oh hell no! Not
Dude,
Theo,
Theo Vaughn
nice
would
shot.
carry.
Yeah, you just let him.
Yeah.
Just let him carry. That's the good thing about getting those other like hosts on is because they can just carry, and you can. It makes it feel even like easier.
I'd want
I
Joey
feel like.
Diaz as well. Joey Diaz
Caleb
would be
Presley.
sick.
Just any comedian
that
is an easy answer. I feel like because they.
Oh,
Can just...
Adam
Shane
Sandler?
Gillis. Shane Gillis is massive.
Shane Gillis. I don't even know who that is.
Very funny comedian.
Zach Galifianakis.
What would be realistic though? You think if we got to like 200 viewers, who could we ask and they'd be like, all right,
Jeff.
200.
Joe Wahala. Joe
Jeff
Wahala.
from MDI.
Dantes.
Richard. Parker.
They're just my siblings
Lisa.
and family members.
I think that's all you're getting.
Dude, no, if you got to like
Cliff
couple
Lubin.
K, I think you actually could get like Joe Wahala maybe if you could get a hold of him.
Nah,
somehow.
you can't. You gotta
No,
get
I really
higher.
think you could. Really think you could, mainly
Probably.
because of the hometown connection
Hometown,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah, it would be different. It wouldn't be like just random. Like, it would make sense. And obviously, he'd be helping you more than you'd help him. But like, has he been
You
on a
never know, he might
podcast? I
gain a
doubt
few
it.
Followers.
Yeah, I doubt he's been on a pod. And if he has, I've never seen it. So
I still can't believe that. He's probably the most famous person come out of here, other than fucking
Eric Church is the
Eric
most
Church.
famous,
and- Madison Bumgarner.
yeah. Then Landon Dickerson, but he's a lineman.
Yeah,
so
Landon
not
Dickerson
really.
is-
That shit,
way
no,
more.
he's not more famous than Joe. You're out of your mind.
No, he definitely is.
He
but-
definitely is. What?
Yeah,
So you-
For
he's-
sports fans, for people who actually pay attention to football,
Landon Dickerson is the
definitely way.
all-pro best left tackle or left guard in the entire NFL. He's definitely more famous,
Do people
making
wear
more
his
money than him
jersey?
too. Well, I mean, people don't really wear O lineman jerseys, but like I'm telling you right now, Landon's got more of a name to himself than Joe does.
You gotta think millions of people actually keep up with football and
Yeah.
like seriously watch like
Joe by
they're doing
himself
they're
has,
draft
like, a
picking this, they're doing
million
trades with
form-
this. They're definitely keeping up with him way more than they would Joe whatever his name is.
Joe Wahala.
Joe Wahala.
Joe Wahala
Um,
might have a bigger following, but in terms of people actually knowing the name, I think Landon's got more.
Literally, like
eyes
any
on him.
person who plays Call of Duty.
Yeah,
So put that
I mean
into perspective.
that's true,
Every
but I'm
person
just
that plays Call of Duty.
I'm just saying on a weekly basis, Landon has more eyes on him, and his name's being said to millions of people every Sunday. And anyone that like actually follows football knows who he is because of his talent.
We would never be. If we got a couple K, we'd definitely be limited to like smaller streamers and YouTubers. I don't think we'd get
You
any.
could,
celeb.
dude. I mean, Dantes recently blew up like pretty big, but whenever he was averaging like 1,000 or 2,000 viewers a stream, like you definitely would have been able to get him then. But now he gets like 10.
What 10K
Dude,
viewers?
jeez. Yeah, he gets like 8 to 10 every time I see him live.
Yeah, and a lot of it is like even if we got Joe Hall on, I don't even know what to talk about. Just COD. It's hard.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
COD,
but you talk about the
hometown.
connection, what it's like
Oh,
growing
bro,
up.
you grew up in Granite Falls? Yeah.
Like his
All right, what do you want to talk about?
career.
What do you want to talk about next?
Like,
You
dude,
go
his
to-
come up, Cam, that'd be perfect for you. You're trying to make a career out of this. He went
like,
to the
how
same
did
high
he
school
come
as you,
up?
lived close. Like, have him talk about his like upbringing in like the streaming scene and like what his approach was and everything like that, and then like what it was like with his hometown friends. Like, you have that same exact
Yeah.
like, startup. It would be the
Ugh.
perfect person to talk to, not just for a pod, but to help you. Honestly,
It's so weird being a host though, because like half of it, I just like couldn't give a shit. Like I'd rather talk about why Katie Sigmund's more attractive because she has a fatter ass than Livy Dunn than like why the bill of 1944 got passed or like what a person's life story is. Like,
well, we might need to change the
none
name
of
of the
that
pod
just
then.
really interests me as much.
The locker room talk or something like that. If that's the type of topics we're going to talk about.
We have to change the whole name just to talk about that stuff.
No, but if that's all we're going to talk about.
No, it's not. That's obviously not all we're talking about. We changed
Oh.
thing to thing, but it's just like some topics just bore me a lot more than others.
I do gotta say, I'm looking at their Instagrams.
Katie Sigmund
Yeah,
better?
Joe definitely-
Joe doesn't get near
Oh.
as many likes as Landon Dickerson does, and Landon Dickerson has like 20,000
Talking
less
about
followers.
all platforms.
Even then, I mean, yeah, okay, all platforms.
Twitch,
But
Twitter, Instagram.
this man's on the NFL. What do you mean? Do more
Oh.
people watch the NFL than they watch?
Yeah, the NFL is
Joe
the
Waller.
most watched thing.
That just
Anyway.
trumps everything that you just said right there, son.
Well, one thing that is for certain, Landon's
college.
net worth is like 20 times more than Joe's. Not that that matters, but it just
Yeah.
is.
And he got on a podcast with who's the famous lineman that's
Taylor
plays
the
for
Long.
the
Eagle
Eagles.
Center or whatever.
Oh,
Yes.
you're talking about Jason Kelsey
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he got on that podcast with Jason
and
Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Damn, dude.
Because that's their
That's
brothers.
pretty
Their
big.
brothers' pod.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's like exactly. So that's gonna get a lot of views, and he just got on that podcast like
Yeah,
I don't know when.
And Travis Kelsey's like
July
an
10th?
A-list celebrity athlete. So
So he just passed Joe Waller.
yeah.
Wow.
Say we got Landon Dickerson on though as a guest, and we put him in the name of the title, and then like
Even then,
people would
Cameron
join.
doesn't know
People would
anything about
join
football.
expecting like hella football talk. Cause I mentioned League of Legends, and then 50 click off.
Yeah, but that's why you have a well-rounded co-host in me, because I could talk his ear off. Fucking the sun go up and down 7 times before I get done talking to him.
Yeah, I guess
So
that works.
you'd be fine. And then
Oh,
if you
wow.
had Joe on, like you'd be able to talk at the video game side a lot better than me. But then I'd probably be able to talk about the like his story, like the upbringing, like trials and tribulations. I'd be able to connect with him better than you probably. So it'd be perfect.
Cameron, yeah, never been
Alright.
doing you. Silver spoon mouth he is.
All right, we'll book him then, I guess. Message him.
We'll book him. Okay, good.
Let's
I'm
get the
glad you
PR
got them.
team to get in touch.
Yeah,
With him.
Gaden,
AKA.
Give him a call.
Sam.
I'll go ahead and plug some connections, boys.
I mean, dude, we have connections to Joe Wahala. Like, it's not hard at all. Like, you could definitely get a message to him.
Well,
like,
I could.
tonight.
His sister and my sister were like best friends in high school.
Yeah,
Like
like
I could
I'm
literally
sure.
say, "Hey Natalie, can you text so and so?"
Yeah,
I don't want to drop her name. But,
J starts with the J.
Yeah.
Left on
They'd be
red.
like, "Hey, can you shoot her a text? We're trying to get Joe on a podcast."
Yeah,
And,
like we all have
literally,
somebody.
he could get the text that night. That doesn't mean he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, sure, why not?"
Yeah,
But like,
we'd have to prepare though. It couldn't be like just free balling it.
Dude, what do you? I want to prepare for these. I just feel like we.
I mean, I'd love to prepare for these, but we need to like have
just need to have
a
like an open mic Discord night where everybody
yeah, like
talks
once
about
a
like
week.
ideas they
Also,
want to do.
It would be hilarious to watch Cameron butcher it though.
Butcher what?
Watch him butcher what the pot with a
If he
famous
had a
person?
podcast and it just turned out to be absolutely horrible, that would be really funny.
He has
Dude,
a
that's like
podcast.
every podcast
Really?
I do.
No, but I'm saying specifically with him, right? He's a big guest, your first ever big guest, and it just gets butchered. It'd be really funny to watch.
no, I don't think it would go bad because somebody of his level, you'd have to run the questions by him at least a little bit so he knows what to expect, and then Cam would be like also knowing what to expect. It would work out just fine.
Yeah, I feel like it
Gaten
wouldn't.
is preying on Cam's downfall hard.
Yeah, Gaten.
What?
It
The
would
worst
be
part
funny.
is-
flop.
No, have you guys seen the Andrew Schultz podcast on
With
Nelk?
Nelk, yeah, I did see that.
That was very
They're
funny
like
to
us.
watch.
They're like us. They freeball it.
They're
really
I
horrible.
horrible.
think that generates the
very
best
bad.
content. I think coming off the dome makes like a lot better content than like preparing it, because then you already know what the fuck's coming. Then it's not interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Especially
To
if
an
you don't have a
extent, but they're
guest.
bad. They're rough with it.
No, I don't think you should like
Some of
script
those.
the podcast, but I think you should like have some talking points for sure, like prepared for somebody like that.
Yeah, for a guest, guaranteed you have to have
Yeah.
some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you don't just want the guest being like, I don't know, feeling awkward in the middle of it. And once he gets uncomfortable, then it's like downhill from the rest of there.
Yeah, you got to keep that morale.
I don't like going back to Bobby. I don't think she does that much. She wrote like 5 notes on her hand for the Drake thing.
Yeah,
Did I do
I
wrong?
mean,
Oh, never mind.
it's
That's pretty wild.
easier. I think it's easier to talk with someone like Drake, or I mean, even if it was Joe Wahala, because like there's just so much to talk about. Like, it's like an elephant in the room. Like you just have so many questions.
What's one? Yeah, you could just be like, what's the craziest, like, most famous person you've hung out with? Like any LA shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you live in LA or whatever. What if? All right, so if we blew up, right? Would you?
Left.
What'd you say, Matt?
I said left.
All right, left. Where do you think you'd move, like, to LA if you blew up as like a content creator? A lot of people do that. Because like most content creators live in LA or Texas. I think those are the big two.
Honestly, I don't think I would.
It just depends, man. What type of content I'm making? Like, is it collaboration content or am I like a solo act? So if I'm a solo act, why do I need to move? Like, I don't need to be like around other creators like me. But like, if I'm like a TikTok famous person and I got famous, like I'm probably gonna go move out with a bunch of other creators and all blow up together because that clearly works. So, I don't know.
I think the solo act people still do it just to have more options for content. Because even if they're solo, if they're big name enough, you can just link with another big name. It doesn't matter if you like normally make content by yourself. If you go somewhere else and you drop a video with another famous YouTuber or something, I feel like all the viewers would still freak out and still be a good thing, even if they're used to you just being by yourself.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to move there. You could just go visit or something. If you move to like California, for example, if you're doing just solo stuff, you just get taxed, and you're just cost of living is higher. So it's like, why not just live in like North Carolina or Texas or something, where the state tax is lower and you don't get
Tennessee.
destroyed by payments, huh?
Tennessee is a great place for that if you're trying to get out of like expensive ass taxes.
I thought Texas had no state income tax.
That's
I mean, that's in Tennessee.
Florida.
Tennessee has like no
Florida.
sales tax.
Yeah,
Something
South
like that.
Carolina. I don't know. I don't know. It's all like situational, dude. I feel like at some point you do gotta like at least have some sort of residency in like those 3 states, Florida, Texas, or California, if you're like an online content creator. But I don't know if you do it right away. I think it just depends on your situation
Dude, a lot of people just
and
like
who
say
you know.
fuck it, I'm a move. Like David Dobrik did that when he was blowing up.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm gonna drop it all and move. It's so
Danny
ballsy.
Duncan.
Yeah, Danny
Danny,
Duncan.
his was wild. He was homeless for years, and then he blew up.
Yeah, Danny Duncan's is a little bit of an anomaly. David's makes sense because he had a lot of friends who also were getting
He was
famous
also
on Vine.
yeah, he was like super famous
Yeah.
on Vine. I was about to say.
Yeah, and it was like a no-brainer for all of them to just move in together, get a really nice house, content house, basically. They were like some of the first people to do it, and continue to grow from there with other people that were pretty popular in the Vine space that were also out in LA. So they pulled their money together. That made sense.
But what? Danny Duncan was homeless. Was he just
Yeah,
like?
he lived in a car for like a long time, and he also like basically couch surfed, and his friend let him stay in his house for like a month or a month and a half or something like that. And then as soon as he got a car, he lived in his car for like months. But he would go back and forth from like Florida to California like for a year or so. He would just keep going back. He would make money in Florida, and like fly to California, make money in Florida, go back to California, and then he got a car, and then he just stayed in California until he made money. So he got big.
Dude, what the... Wait, so he posted videos while he was down bad? Still?
Yeah.
He was just still posting.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was like his dream. He was like, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I blow up.
Damn, he
And
fully committed. Maybe that's what.
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna
had
do.
like no money, and then all of a sudden he made like as soon as he did merch, he made like 100,000 off of like merch in
Oh
like
yeah, because he did
in
the...
months. So much like, and then he just became a millionaire.
What was
instantly.
his thing? It was like Virginity Raw.
Virginity
Oh,
Rocks.
Yeah.
Virginity Rock.
It's like I love MILFs is another shirt, or it's like it's Fet's Luck is another shirt. He's got a whole bunch.
It's luck. That one's
It's
funny.
like Donde la Leche is another shirt. It's just where's the milk, but I don't know why it's funny. He got a whole bunch. It's like I heart MILFs is a shirt people wear all the time.
That's a Blake shirt for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. He's definitely no. It's smart. He has like all those are. That's all him. It's crazy.
Dude, merch is a whole other route. Like, cause how does his merch blow up? Did his merch blow up before him? Is that what you're saying?
And then he was also well, no, he blew up on YouTube first, but like he said he didn't make money till like he had like over 100,000 subscribers, and he still was like poor. He was still broke.
Holy
And then he started making money when he started doing merch a lot. He said that's when he blew up. But he was the first guy to do like he's the first YouTuber to get his clothes in stores. Like he did Zoomies, and Zoomies blew up, and then like once it took him like a year and a half, they said, to 2 years to get him in a store. And then once they got him in Zoomies and Spencer's, that was when like money rolled in. They like sold out and like crashed their website in like the first 2 days. And then they started making some money because they put it in all the stores.
Dude, merch is crazy. I can't lie. Even I did merch in high school for my YouTube channel. I made a good amount of money off it. I always sold like 50 shirts. It's crazy how people will buy it. People you don't even expect. Maybe that's what we gotta do. We just need to drop hats, shirts, socks.
Yeah, well, his is like the thing about his is it's not even about him. It's just so universal and it's funny. So
Yeah.
therefore, everybody will wear it. Even if it's like a gag gift, you'll get it. That's the thing with his.
Oh, that's
It's like
vibing.
he made his perfect in like every way.
I wonder how much it costs to start up the merch though. Like, so you had to save some amount of money to like get the design and shit, and to get a certain amount set up probably.
Yeah, but even I think then he didn't do merch till like 500,000 subscribers or something on YouTube, or maybe like 1 million. He said he already had a decent following like that before he did the merchandise.
Yeah, that's obviously what you have to do. If
Yeah.
you're unknown as shit, no one's gonna just.
But he doesn't make money off of
Okay.
YouTube. That's an interesting thing.
Why? Because he's demonetized? Because he's so out of pocket?
Yeah, he has like $1 million in YouTube earnings, and that's like it.
Damn, that's it.
compared to all of his views. I watched the video. Compared to his views, that's like horrible. He's like, I've made more money off of my Danny's cream pies in like Florida, which is like was just like a fun thing that was kind of like just for a video. But he's
Yeah.
made more money off of that than he has YouTube, and that's just a gag thing.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with like Nelk. Like they don't make money off of YouTube either, but they also have like their clothing is more geared like to their actual brand. But like the Happy Dad, like that is like so exterior from what their like brand is. Like yeah, they're like talking about alcohol and stuff, but like you if you didn't know them, wouldn't necessarily even know that Happy Dad was like made by them.
Yeah, I don't even know what
And
Happy Dad is.
I think Danny Duncan and Nelk did a good job with their approach on that, where it's just like anyone could buy it. Like you don't even have to know who they are to like decide to buy that type of stuff.
It's just alcohol. Happy Dad's a beer, like a seltzer,
Oh.
and they sell it in like all different types of stores now, and it blew
Yeah.
up.
And now that's like its own separate business that, yeah, is connected to them, but also like isn't at the same time.
Well, their big
Like,
thing
it
was
doesn't have their
Steve.
name on it.
I swear Steve was huge. Like
Steve will do it, yeah.
Steve will do
Yeah.
his merch like as soon as he did merch, it was like over.
Oh yeah.
His merch sold out in like 2 hours, like 30 minutes to an hour, and then it was all gone. And they would just do separate. I swear that's another strategy. Doing big drops like that, where you do very temporary drops for like it's only up for like an hour or like 24 hours, and they sell out. And then you don't do another merch drop for like 2 months, and then you do
Yeah.
another merch drop, and it's like all that way people can't just buy it, and it has to.
You have to
It's very,
buy it then, or you miss out. And I think a lot of people fall for that because
It
I think
creates a
it's also
like
race.
the hype. It's like the hype, like whole train thing goes on, and you don't want to be someone that misses out on that opportunity to be able to buy it. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never even thought about the people that just do generic merch. I've always thought of merch as more to the brand, but that makes sense why that one works way better. I've never bought. Have you guys ever even bought anyone's merch?
yeah, I bought something from
Uh.
Nelk once, but it was a UFC collab because I like the UFC.
Haas used to wear David Dobrik's hoodie to school every day. He'd wear it literally like 5 days a week.
Jackson would do that. I bought a Virginity Rocks hoodie, but it was too small.
Oh yeah, I have a Virginity Rock shirt. I totally forgot about
Gator
it.
probably didn't even know it was merch. He was probably like, "This is a cool shirt that I can express."
No, I used to like watch all of his videos. I was like, I love Danny Duncan's videos. Are too good.
I bought event stuff. Like, do you guys know SGDQ at all?
No.
It's this huge like a gamer event where they speedrun a bunch of games, and it's like a huge stream thing, and all the donations go to Doctors Without Borders, which is some foundation. You guys have probably heard of that. It's some like cancer foundation thing. It's a huge
I
Twitch
have.
event. I'm gonna participate in that one day.
That's
Speedrunning's
a fun
sick,
time.
bro. What about that? Have you guys ever been in any like speedrunning? I know Gaten probably. Hell, this is not the right people to ask this to. Probably.
No,
Sam.
I used to watch what is it, Dark Souls speedruns and Minecraft speedruns, and I like speedrunning stuff. It's got to be a game I'm interested in watching.
Dude, it makes it sick, does it not? Especially if it's a game really renowned for being super hard. Like a while ago, I played Only Up. You know.
Yeah, I was really into watching those too.
Yeah, games like those that are like already renowned as really hard games by the community. Watching someone just obliterate those games in like 10 minutes does really well. That could be another content thing.
My favorite part about the speedrunning like community are the runs though where they find like game breaking glitches. Like I don't know, that's just my favorite thing to see how
Yeah.
far people can take it to like shave off time.
Dude,
Even
it
if
makes-
it's not considered a true run, like just seeing like people find the little like bugs in the game is fascinating to me.
Yeah, a lot of them do count that as a run too, just like as any percent.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
Dude,
exactly.
some of the ways people find, like even the original Super Mario Bros. Like that's like the most speedrun game of all time or something. And now they've reached like a literal human limit. So they just go into like glitch hunting, which is crazy because like the way people experiment, I don't even know how they do it, but like to do a certain glitch, you might have to jump on one pixel, press like 3 buttons in a sequence that have nothing to do with each other, and then you like warp across the map. And it's like, how do people even find that shit? You know?
Exactly.
Like literally how? Like do they just go in and press random buttons and lab for forever? It makes
They
no
just
sense to
enjoy
me.
their hobby and they just play their hobby so much they just find it, dude. They spend all their
This would
time
be a
on
good
it.
thing. I wish Hoss was here to talk about that. Me and Hoss could talk about speedrunning forever. I know he's a big SGDQ enjoyer as well. Makes me think about all the games of my youth. What do you guys think peak gaming era was of your life?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think
Yeah, I thought of
Black
it
Ops
myself.
2, Black Ops 2 until like 2018 or so. I think.
Black Ops 2, that's what I thought as well! Yes, sir.
You said Black Ops 2 to 2018?
Yeah, like 2012 to 2018. Those 6 years were probably like the most time I put into video games for sure.
Yeah, I'd say mine is different. I feel like I have eras where like it was just like great. So like for me, like Modern Warfare 2 to 3, then like Black Ops 2, and then it kind of fizzled out, and then like Battlefront came out, and I played Battlefield 4, all those, Black Ops 3, and then it died
That's-
again, and then Siege, like
That's like all the
Different.
same era though. That's still like 2012 to 2018. It's about the same time. Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 was 2010.
yeah. So for me, 2010, but like I had downtime during that like time frame.
Yeah,
also.
I'm just saying, like during that time period, it was like those times I'd be like, "Oh my god, I get to go home and like play with Cam
Yeah.
and Jack and
Yeah.
Jackson," and like that was just
Oh.
like, whenever I was excited to play games, and now I just play games because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
What came out in 2018? What games were in 2018?
Uh,
I mean,
You might
Fortnite.
know.
yeah, Fortnite, I guess.
Fortnite was at its
Fortnite was
peak.
2017. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
Detroit
Yeah,
Become
but
Human came out in
Fortnite
2018.
was at its like peak then.
All right, let's just
2018.
let me do some research real quick. Games that came out in.
My peak was probably 2023 Finding League of
Oh
Legends.
my god, dude! No wonder
League of
2018
Legends,
was so
that's
peak.
peak.
What did you say,
Red
man?
Dead 2, God of War,
Yeah.
Super Smash Ultimate,
Oh,
Spider-Man, Black Ops 4, Fighter Z, Monster Hunter World. 2018
Fighter Z.
era for gaming.
Dragon Ball FighterZ, dude, that I guess that has to be 2018.
Oh my
Those peak
God,
games.
dude.
Good
Sea of
lord, I
Thieves,
didn't know it was that
Destiny
good.
2, Forza 4, Super Mario Party.
Oh my
Among
god,
Us?
they're straight. Among Us! It's over. No, dead ass!
Whoa, whoa.
Among Us is the most fun I've ever had playing games. Swear to God, not close. Like, I'm not even memeing.
What?
Unironically,
Really?
yes. The nights that, like, we'd actually play for 3 hours and everyone was having fun, peak experience of games. Not
Oh
cool.
yeah, that was.
2017 was also a great year. Injustice 2, Fractured Butthole, Cuphead, Resident Evil 7, Wolfenstein 3, Assassin's Creed Origins. Fortnite was 2017. For
I think-
Honor.
I think the best era for me is either Star Wars Battlefront when I was like younger, like the new one though, not Star Wars Battlefront 2, but not the old Battlefronts either. That or playing like zombies split screen like at the friend's house like all night long and like eating Doritos and shit like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's big.
Hey.
I would say the Wii. If you think about the Wii was big.
Yeah, we were really good.
Wii was
Yeah.
like entire childhood of like being in person and being around your friend, spending the night at somebody's house. Wii was massive.
You
Super
know what's really
important.
sad?
What?
Like 99% of my memories with the Wii was playing like NCAA football by myself. Like no cap. I never really played the Wii with like friends. I guess
I didn't
We played-
either.
I played Wii Sports like sometimes, but even then, I didn't really have that many friends whenever the Wii was around.
I used to invite people over to play Wii, and I would just play Super Mario Galaxy, and they would just watch me play the whole time. And I wondered why they always wanted to go home after only like an hour.
That sounds like a damn thing to do right there.
What?
Yeah, the Wii was more like when I played with my family. I'd say the 360 and like Xbox One or
Yeah,
whatever. I had
360 and
at the time.
PS3 for sure.
Yeah.
I would say
That was-
PS2, original Xbox, and then PS3.
Really? You think that was more fun than
There's yeah the
PS4 days?
PS4 days were big also, but there's like I say that because it's like nostalgia, like that's like where that's where it started for me.
PS4
Like
is basically going into nostalgia now, dude. That shit came out in
Yeah.
2016.
actually no PS4 overrules the PS3 for me.
Yeah, isn't that
Oh
right?
yeah. It's the
Yeah.
Xbox 360 and PS4 era is the best era of video games, hands down.
Fighting
for
game
sure.
era was the best video game era for me.
Unbelievable. I knew he'd say that.
That's the most fun you've had playing games, getting your ass beaten in Injustice 2.
No, that probably was. Yeah, I think fighting games were like. Dude, I used to love playing fighting games just for hours. It was only me.
God, why
playing,
can't
but
you
nobody else
still
wanted to
be
play,
like
but
that? What happened? Bring Gaiden back.
That was peak. I had nothing to do, so
Oh my
I literally would go to school. I'd come back home and I was like, I'm gonna play video games.
I
And
missed
just
this.
hours and hours of just grinding, trying to like be the best I could of this Mortal Kombat.
Gaiden, they can still be like that, brother. Mortal Kombat 1 soon. We can go back. It's all in your
They were
hands.
trying to pull me into the dark side.
Yeah, I think the most. Yeah, I already said my answer though. What about you, Sam and Matt?
We already said.
Yeah, we already said.
Also, I'm in
Like,
favorite
what's-
game. The game with
Favorite game
favorite
of all
game?
time?
yeah, like most fun you've had while playing.
It's hard to say. Like
Grinding.
it's like Minecraft, Battlefront, MW3 2, Black Ops 2, Battlefield 1, Battlefield
Man, you have a
4,
lot of favorite games.
Rainbow Six Siege. I guess if I had
Well,
to boil it down though, probably Siege, Minecraft, or Battlefront are my like top 3.
Well, see, like mine comes in phases, kind of like how Sam was saying. Like,
Yeah.
he's naming off a bunch of favorite games, but like mine was Black Ops 2, then Black Ops 3, and then like Spider-Man, Miles Morales, League, Rocket League. Like I've had
You
a
guys are
bunch
pretty
of
bad at
different
this.
really favorite games.
You guys are pretty
Yeah.
bad at choosing just
But
one
honestly,
game.
if I had to choose one as of this current moment, it's League of Legends. But if you would have asked me at the same time last year, it would have been Rocket League.
Betsky.
I think for me then it's probably Rainbow Six Siege. Just too many good memories on that.
I also just have the most
Mm-hmm.
time put into those games, so that has to mean something.
Yeah.
that I
Yeah,
like
most
them the
time would
most.
definitely mean that you
What
enjoyed
if?
the game the
Wait,
most.
what if this something we've all mentioned about our favorite games? Like mine saying, like my favorite game of all time, Smash Ultimate. My favorite actual having the peak fun I've ever had was Among Us lobbies. I think the common denominator through all of us is that everyone was playing these games together a lot. So maybe
Yeah.
we could still find that today if everyone would put in the effort to have that fun.
Nah,
I think we could still have that. It's just
I mean,
the
I'm
difference
always
today.
interested in doing that. It's just hard to.
The difference today is like some people won't be willing to play games. It may the job option is a valid reason, game. I'm not shitting on the job option. That makes complete sense. But I'm saying when people have free time, I don't know. I'm saying there's hope. We could still have our favorite game. We just like all gotta find a game that we actually enjoy.
you know what my favorite game era was? No one's gonna agree with this. No one's gonna care about this. 2K. 2K 3v3s
That's valid.
Yes,
were
because that-
probably one of my favorites.
Again, it's
that
like-
was actually like
Because-
That was
actually one of
'cause
my
the
favorite
people.
things.
2K17, we all had like.
Oh, that was
6,
too far
7
for me.
point guard. Like, what do you mean that's too far?
I was talking about 2K20. That was when I played with everybody.
No, I mean I played 2K20 with y'all too, but 2K17, whenever it was like me, Cam, Blake, Rack, Sack, we all had like the exact same build, and we always would like run park against each other and run like in the my court.
Yeah,
stuff.
bro, it's the people. That's what I'm saying. If we just get a bunch of people to grind a game like that, or just any game together, we could find it still easily. Well, that's what I felt that with League, then, Matt. I've been having a lot of fun on League just because even when we 5-man,
You've been playing with me.
and when we play like unranked or whatever.
Yeah,
mean, that's
unranked
really
with
what
the.
Good.
I said unranked with the noobs. Holy shit! Unranked with the noobs is pretty fun. Like with Jackson and Jake and
Coda.
Coda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's really what it boils down to for me is if I'm not playing with my friends and we're not all having a good time, I really just don't enjoy video games like at all. So like that's probably why I haven't been playing a lot because we're not all playing. It
games
doesn't
suck.
feel the same. Like the
games
it's
suck.
not Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
think
to
that's
me, there
true.
isn't. I think the games are good, but the games that are good for everyone else right now isn't a game that I view as good. I
The
mean,
problem is we can't all find one game or even multiple games for that matter that we all like and we want to play at the same time. That's really all it comes
but
down
we
to. Back in the
can.
day,
We've done it for so long.
we used to, but
I
not
think
everyone. Now everybody's too
No,
difficult.
no.
everyone
Okay,
would
okay.
always go onto it. Everyone would try
Everybody's
it.
too
No,
Some
difficult.
games people don't even try.
The reason why we all played the same games back in the day was because of people like Cam and Blake and Jackson being game share partners. Like whenever you game share like that and somebody
That's
just
actually a
bought
good
the
point.
newest shiniest game, everybody's like, "Oh, well then I'm just going to play it just because I got it for free." And then they end up loving it. And then like that's why everybody's putting in time because like 5 of them are playing 2K17, let's just say. But then, like, the other 2 people want to play Black Ops 3, then they're just going to be like, well, I might as well just hop on 2K and play for a little bit, and then we can all go play Black Ops 3. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, everybody got games for free, and so they wanted to just play them.
I think that hinders it also because, like, now instead of, like, it used to be, like, the group used to be way bigger of the amount of people that got on because, like, it's split up now, even with console and PC players, where it used to be, like, literally 20 people, so there'd be, like, 2 people play this game, 2 people play this game. Oh, there's 5 people playing this game, 2K17, let's all try it now since they're all grinding it. And now everyone does that. Now it's, like, Coda and Cody are playing Tarkov. Me and Matthew are playing League. Haas is playing Dave the Diver while getting a blowjob from Izzy under the table or something. And then Gaiden plays the game of Val and then gets off. Like, we can't all find a game because it's like, maybe the other people don't want to commit to it. Like, I don't want to commit to Tarkov because it's only a 4-person game in general. You know?
5. But 3 is way too many.
You forgot to mention, and then Sam turns his PC on and then turns it back off.
Yeah, Sam turns his
Yeah, I
PC on.
swear.
We're like, Sam, try League. Sam says, no, it looks bad. It looks cringe. I don't want to play that. Turns his PC off.
And then says goodnight.
Yeah, so it's literally just like, it's still possible. Everyone's just got to, like, commit.
You make
But
a
I had a
good point,
thought.
Matthew, with the game share thing. And I think that's, like, valid for a lot of people. But for me, like, I don't know. I just want to play a game that I enjoy with you guys. And currently, I just can't find one of those.
Another
Sadly.
point onto Cam's, like, saying we used to have such a big group on the game was, like, we would have, like, 2 PlayStation parties full of 8 people.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard.
Like, there would be, like, the main party where, like, say I wanted to play 2K with Cam specifically. Like, I wanted to go play Park with Cam because he was my duo partner in Park. But there was already 7 other people in the party. I'd have to sit there and wait my turn for someone to leave or their internet to crash just to join. Like,
It's snipe the spawn, and they'd be like,
yeah,
why
dude,
can't I
wi-
join that? Oh,
I
I
wish the
remember
days were
that.
still like that, dude. That was always so much fun.
Matthew
Like, I'd
Jackson
be
sending a
sitting there
butthurt
waiting.
paragraph like, bro,
Yeah,
tell
you
Matthew to leave, bro. I was there first.
Bro, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand. You know I was there first. My internet just went out. Like, those were the days.
It's just hard. Like, with Blake, it's just a bunch of people don't get on as much because they either can't or they, like, don't want to. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Alright, we can do
It's
fast.
shitty. Everyone's growing up at the end of the day. It sucks.
We can do fastest 5 now.
Okay.
Hold on, before we start Fastest 5, has League of Legends been said?
What?
Has League of Legends been said for your Fastest 5?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. It is now time for Cam's Fastest 5. Brought to you by absolutely nobody. We've gone over the rules 21 times. Today's the 22nd time, and I'm not going to go over the rules again. We're going to let Matthew and Gaiden give Cam 2 items. I'll give them 1. Give him 1 whenever you're ready. Matthew, start us off.
Cookout honey mustard wrap.
So specific.
3.
3. Oh, okay.
Alright, now
I'll go
you.
next.
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna say, oh, he's gonna ask that. Sam, you go next, actually. You go next. Sorry.
All right, mine was Among Us.
Oh, shit. Well, Among Us Now is, like, irrelevant. So, I guess
It doesn't
5.
matter. 5, okay.
Ooh.
If people play it,
Okay.
maybe 1.
Black Ops 2.
I don't know how to. I don't know if I've ever thought about this. Like, I've always ranked them as I feel about them right now. I could give a shit less about Black Ops 2 now, so 4. I've never, like, if I think all time it'd be different, but I've never done it like that. I've always done it in the moment, how I feel about them.
Right. Matthew?
Which streaming service?
What's the lowest number available right now?
2 and 1 is what
2
you
and
got
1.
left.
Fuck. 2.
All right, and Gaiden, the final one.
I guess YouTube would be number 1 then.
Oh, YouTube? Okay, bet. Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah,
every
alright,
way,
that's-
YouTube would be 1 anyways. On
That is Cam's fastest 5. Rounding out the list, we've got YouTube at 1, Twitch at 2, Cookout Honey Mustard Rap at 3, Black Ops 2 at 4, and Among Us at 5. I'm going to kick it over to Gaiden to tell us what he thinks of the list.
This isn't bad. I don't know about the honey mustard. I mean, I didn't realize you were gonna rate those 2 based off how you feel about it now. I would say it's a pretty valid list. I would go YouTube. I'd probably go the honey mustard rap second personally, but you know, it's all personal preference.
Oh, wait, you're changing Twitch to 3, Honey Mustard to 2?
That's
Or
what
you
I would
changing-
do.
Okay, and out of
That's
10,
personally what I
out
would
of
do.
10,
Honey mustard rap's pretty gas.
out of 10, what are you rating it?
I think it's pretty realistic. Black Ops 2 is definitely above Among Us. I
So
would
out of
say,
10?
it's a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad list. It's not a
7
bad
out of
list.
10, all right, and then shooting it off to Matthew. What are you giving this list?
I mean, honestly, man, I can't lie. I'm keeping it how it is. I think it's.
Let's
I think it's good.
go.
I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I obviously try to stream on Twitch, but so I spend a lot of time on that too. And then the honey mustard rap is obviously valid, and Black Ops 2 and Among Us are irrelevant now. So I like the list. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, I thought we were about to get our second 10 out of 10. I really felt like that was coming, but 9 point what?
5.
9.5, and that's pretty solid there, Cam. And it's gonna be me. It's down to me. Do I give this a 10 out of 10? I don't think I do. 9.7 out of 10 for me. I gotta put Cookout Honey Mustard Rap at 4, and I gotta bump up Black Ops 2 to 3. Other than that, solid list in the order you got it, and that is Cam's Fastest 5, brought to you by absolutely no one.
Almost 6 months in.
Yep.
But, yeah, boys. I guess I'll do the Twitter shout-outs now. If you want to get shouted out, follow me on Twitter at CamHatchin and retweet the last episode to be retweeted in the next, or to be shouted out in the next one. The retweeters for this one is is Cliff Lumen.
Cliff
Crazy.
Lumen continues his streak of friend of the
Keeping
show.
his number
supporter.
1 supporter spot.
Yep.
And I'm Matthew.
I'm
Awesome.
Matthew.
Ex-
Former friend of the show.
Oh yeah, shout out Jake's
Unbelievable.
mom for being a supporter of the show.
We love you, Jake's mom. You're
Yep,
big time for
I'd
that.
hit for sure. But do you guys have any last things to say before we end this one? Sam said he started streaming, right? Or you were going to?
Oh yeah, I set up Streamlabs and my whole overlay and all that stuff. I have a pretty cool widget thing too. Maybe I'll start streaming. We'll see. I just need a game to stream. I set it up and then couldn't figure out what I wanted to play. So once I figure that out, maybe you'll see me on the Twitch as well at some point. So yeah.
Matthew, Gaden, do you guys want to say anything, or are you ready for it to end?
I'm trying to be more consistent on YouTube. That's my closing thought. I have videos to edit and upload. I just can't stand the thought of sitting there and putting up a 30-minute league game.
Weekly uploads coming to the YouTube channel. Weekly gaming videos. Maybe one day.
Well, peace out, people. Support the pod if you want to. In the description.
Peace. Don't believe everything you see.
Bye.